The Sussexes' departure from the royal family rocked the nation, and it was reported at the time that they blindsided the Queen with their decision. On Wednesday, January 8, 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced to the world that they were stepping back from their roles as senior royals. They stated, "We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to fully support Her Majesty the Queen." The Queen's disappointment was discussed on the Channel 5 documentary 2021, The Queen's Terrible Year. Journalist Emily Andrews said, "Harry thought that having had this year's grace period, everyone's kind of cooled down after the emotion and heat and fire of the Sandringham summit. Now everything was kind of a bit calmer. Harry was going to come over to the UK to talk to the Queen in quarters face-to-face to try and thrash this out. But a ban on non-essential travel threatened to put talks on hold." Andrew Neil added, "There wasn't a great time for them to do this from their point of view. I think it was also a terrible time from the Queen's point of view, given how unwell Prince Philip was and the difficulties she was going through being isolated in Windsor trying to lead the nation as best she could. It's been a huge disappointment to the Queen. I don't think she really understands why it was necessary. Or why it was done." The Queen now faced difficult questions about the Sussexes' future. Since stepping down as senior royals, Harry and Meghan have spoken out about their time in the royal family. In their bombshell sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey, the pair spoke about how their time as royals led to a deterioration in their mental health, with Meghan even claiming that she had suicidal thoughts. They also claimed that there were several conversations within the royal family about how dark Meghan and Harry's baby might be. The Duchess claimed, "In those months when I was pregnant, there were concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he was born." The BBC's coverage of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee could reportedly be hit over a row between the broadcaster and the palace after a TV documentary accused Prince William of briefing the press against Prince Harry. The two-part series The Princes and the Palace, currently being aired by BBC Two, claimed in its first episode that the Duke of Cambridge had briefed against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Palace sources have denied the claims, slamming them as categorically untrue. The second part is thought to focus on the rift between the two brothers, and is likely to delve into the Sussexes' decision to leave the UK altogether. A source told, "There is an expectation that this program will be worse than the first. There are already plans for media coverage around the Jubilee, but it's not all nailed down. Depending on what's in the program, there could be a withdrawal of cooperation when it comes to interviews or other projects with the BBC." The BBC has already been banned by William from showing a Christmas Carol concert being hosted by the Duchess of Cambridge, with coverage instead being given to rivals ITV. The royals are also understood to be angry at the BBC's refusal to allow them to see the programme in advance of it airing. Other sources have claimed that William will seriously consider further projects with the BBC, and further senior royals may boycott the BBC after condemning the documentary as tittle-tattle which upset the Queen. A source told, "It's fair to say that while the response to what has happened is being driven by the Duke, there is complete unity among all three royal households. You really couldn't get a cigarette paper between them. There is a serious issue of integrity at stake here." The outlet claimed that Prince William was still deeply bruised following the Martin Bashir scandal. A report into his interview with Princess Diana interview on BBC Panorama found that he had acted inappropriately and was in serious breach of BBC guidelines. Speaking of the royal documentary, BBC chairman Richard Sharp reportedly said he hoped the royal family would respect the documentary and he stood by the production team. He said, "The BBC is a national institution and we approach our relationships with the other national institutions with great care and thought. The royal family is at the center of our identity. Its underlying importance is unequivocal and we have tremendous respect for all aspects of the royal family and all that they undertake and do.